Hello, my name is Tyson Lytle. I'm from the United States of America, here to demonstrate and show you about tattooing. We're first going to start off with tattoo history. There are many reasons to believe that tattooing was the first practiced art form around, as far back as caveman painting the walls. Tattooing is practiced around the world, from India to North Africa. Also, many different techniques are used around the world to introduce pigments beneath the skin. This suggests that instead of starting in one place and then spreading as a fashion cut across the globe, tattooing is a reflection of the basic human desire or need to decorate one's body, to show individuality and style, and just to be a little different.
In our society, a tattoo is a symbol, a physical manifestation of one's individuality. While tattoos used to be worn only by tough guys, drunken sailors, and bikers, these rebellious emblems are now flaunted by everyone from lawbreakers to lawmakers. Actor Sean Connery has one on his forearm that reads, "Scotland Forever." Pamela Lee, Charlie Sheen, and of course Dennis Rodman sport a variety of wild tattoos. Some people display them proudly, while others cover them discreetly, like former U.S. Secretary of State George Shultz, who allegedly has a tattoo of the Princeton University Tiger. Years later, during World War II, tattoos found a new and extremely enthusiastic audience. Second only to the invention of the electric machine, World War II was the most significant event in the history of tattooing in America. Millions of men went into battle, and thousands came home with tattoos.
I don't know what it is about war, but for some reason people get real patriotic and real religious around wartime. So they be getting religious tattooed and American flags and battleships, and you know, I guess they're putting their life on the line. They figure they need something to, you know, resemble that.
The word tattoo comes from the Polynesian tatau, meaning to tap. This describes their centuries-old process of applying pigment to the skin. It wasn't until the 1700s, when Captain James Cook sailed the South Seas, that Westerners were introduced to this type of body art. On their travels, Cook and his crew encountered scores of native people wearing little more than intricate tattoos. In some places, just the men were decorated. In others, the women as well were beautifully adorned.
I observe that both sexes paint their bodies tatau, as it is called in their language. This is done by inlaying the color of black under their skins in such a manner as to be indelible. It is usually performed when they are about 10 or 12 years of age and on different parts of the body.
The sailors from the 1700s would go into the South Pacific and they would see this body decoration. Probably a lot of those sailors saw those tattoos as totally scary and was completely repelled by it. And then there was the other group that would just be fascinated by it and want to bring a piece of it back.
Some of the most spectacular designs that Cook and his crew encountered were the bold tattoos of the Maori of New Zealand.
It is fascinating how the quantity and form of these marks differ widely in different parts of the coast and islands, and the older men seem to be more profusely decorated. The tattooing is done in spiral and other figures, and in many places indented into their skins, which looks like a carving.
The Maori's facial tattoos, called moko, were inflicted with a type of chisel, which actually gouged out the skin. Then, dark coloring was rubbed into the bloody wounds. This operation was performed after puberty by a male specialist. The pain was unimaginable, but it was a point of pride with Maori warriors never to flinch or make a sound while being tattooed. Mokos still survive among the Maori. These extraordinary facial tattoos are now applied using modern machines, but with all the ceremony of the past. Today, these ancient designs and rituals are inspiring a whole new subculture.